Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello.
How are people doing?
Doing okay? How are you?
I'm good. Are we waiting on people?
I think unless we're expecting anyone else from Google, then we're probably good.
Alex won't be here. Don't know if Davis will show up or not.
Yeah, I think we can get started whenever. I
Cool.
think Xander has the first agenda item. So.
Yeah. So I just wanted to chat and see if folks would be open to exploring a different meeting time for the every other week 9 a.m. meeting. Not because I find it too early. I actually like morning meetings. I just find that I am often triple booked during that time. And um, I certainly can just attend every other meeting, but if there's an appetite out there and folks are open to exploring a different time, that would be cool.
Yeah. I mean I personally do not like morning meetings. I'm barely awake at the 9 a.m. ones. So open to later? 8 a.m. or something like that would be brutal. Um, for me personally. Is there some way also maybe there's a way to figure out if we even need a European friendly meeting, right? Like can we use the meeting notes doc or something to like have people basically say, hey, can we get a EU friendly time? Is or I mean, is 10 because I feel like 10 is too late for the EU. Yeah, I don't know. Do people have other
I
thoughts
think
here?
typically looking at who's joined in the past, I think if I'm right, Charlie's the only one that I've seen with any kind of regularity that's outside US time zone. Is that is that accurate?
Yeah, yeah. Usually Charlie joins on the 9 a.m. ones. Yeah. How? What time is it in UK? If it's 10 a.m.
I guess like +8, isn't it?
The,
It is
so it'll be 6 p.m. over there instead of
6,
5 p.m.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. are kind of equally terrible. So, um yeah, we can I think Jade that's a good idea. Maybe just do a poll in the Slack channel to see if folks are okay with that and um yeah, I mean we could always set something up more ad hoc too if there's a need for it.
Yeah, God, what would 5 p.m. Pacific be? in Greenwich Mean Time. 5 p.m. Pacific.
5 p.m. Pacific is 1 a.m.
Okay, so that's a little early on their end.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't be there for that one though. Yeah, we can do a poll and see. I mean, mostly it's ask Charlie if he is violently opposed to 10 a.m. Pacific. That was my whole agenda item. I will follow up in Slack and we can yeah, I'll update once we have some kind of consensus there. And
I mean, we
yeah,
could also just sort of like change what sort of topics are covered in the different meetings too, right? Like, yeah, if there's like some place where neither of you overlap, right? That might be a good solution. And if there is overlap, maybe there's like asynchronous ways of coordinating.
yeah, I am open to whatever. Yeah. Is there was at one point one of the meetings like a dedicated triage meeting, or was it like set aside X amount of time at each call for triage? I feel like it was like when I first started at Microsoft, there was still like dedicated triage time. I just don't remember the structure of it.
I think we just had the first 15 minutes to triage or like first 30 minutes, but then we kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, we kind of like intermittently have tried different things. I don't know if they've ever lasted beyond like a couple of meetings. Not and not necessarily
Basically
because
when
we've
you
intentionally
remember.
killed them either. Sorry, go ahead.
It's basically when you remember and there's no other agenda or like low on agenda. Yeah.
I suppose there's an option there for the every other meeting to turn into maybe a 30-minute triage meeting instead of an hour long community call.
We just need someone to enforce this,
Yeah.
Xander.
Well, then it can't be the one that I can't be at because I set up like a Slack bot to like.
No, but see, we can just ignore the bot.
That's true.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
yeah. Let's see if people are open to a later meeting, and if they are, then that's like maybe problem solved. If people are like wanting to have fewer of these meetings too, and we feel like we're not, you know, necessarily needing to have a block every week, maybe that's another way we can partially tackle this. I don't know.
We
All
could uh, we could just try canceling the Wednesday meeting next week, and then the following week at the 2 p.m. meeting, see if we're like overflowing with topics. See how it goes. Otherwise, alternatively, I'll just create a poll, and if folks are okay with 10 a.m. Pacific, we'll just move to that.
Yeah, I mean the 10 a.m. is like a no-brainer thing. The try to do an every other meeting schedule and see if we overflow. My guess would be for the first meeting or two, no. I wonder if we got on the regular pace, if that would continue to be the case, but.
Wait,
And
so
then
we're changing to 10. Sorry, I totally missed. We're changing to Wednesday 10 a.m. Is that what you said?
I think that's one of the proposals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the idea is Xander's going to create a poll. Are we canceling the next one, or
That was just like while we were floating ideas, it came up like, do we need the meeting to be every week, or could we get away with a biweekly?
I don't know. I feel like we haven't had enough time for triaging, right? So if we feel like the agenda is light, then maybe we could use it for triaging issues. Just thought.
And having
Sorry.
yeah, and having in my opinion, having like weekly meeting also helps if one meeting is conflicting, and if we have bi-weekly meeting, then it's like a month of jump for somebody who is wanting to attend but couldn't.
It does seem like we often use most of the time every week. Yeah. All right, creating a poll.
Also, I just want to say, because December is coming up, like chances are the last few will probably get canceled. So skipping the next one, it might not be a good idea considering our next release is end of January. So I just want to put that out there.
Cool. I cede my time.
Cool. All right. Well, the next thing, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think I have noticed this, that people have commented on issues marked as stale, and they haven't been unmarked as stale. I've like manually unmarked a couple of them. I don't know if StaleBot's just slow or if it's not doing what it's supposed to do there.
can you give an example?
I think it had to do with your permission, I think. Because I think when one of us comment on the thing, the stale label goes away.
It should be anybody actually. I mean, technically, it should be like that. If it is not acting like that, the bot might be down or broken. I don't know.
Because I've had to personally go in and remove stale label after somebody comments.
Yeah, I think that the hosting for the bot is not great. I think it goes down.
Issue 2889. Granted, that was only like that's your issue, JDIP. It was only you had only commented on it like a couple hours prior, maybe 4. And I just like manually did it. There was another one a while back that I can't remember explicitly. It seems to be marking things as stale. It's the unmarking that may or may not be happening.
Oh, maybe it is dead. That's why. I don't know how this is deprecated and no longer maintained.
Oh, there's a stale action. Eh?
Yeah, that one is new. So because the stale action would run in our GitHub Actions, so I'm guessing that the bot is down or like not really maintained. Because the bot runs on somebody else's infra. The action would be on Gatekeeper's infra.
Gotcha. All right. So I guess, do we need to migrate that?
I think so. Yeah, we can open an issue. Let me do that.
At least it won't go stale. Cool. The other one is just, and it appears like there was another issue focusing on this before, but I noticed that there is a PR. Or sorry, the release instructions for or deploy instructions for Gatekeeper. If you just kubectl apply the manifest, it points you to the deploy/gatekeeper.sh in the master branch.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Looks like we didn't cut a tag. So the PR got merged, but we didn't cut a tag.
So wait, what is supposed to happen here? Is it that the docs should be pointing to the tag rather than to the master branch, or?
Well, that's a separate issue. But in this case, there's also an issue for that. But then, so in our current flow, you merge this PR, the prepare release, and then you tag it. So J's PR is going to automate the creation of the tag after it's merged.
Right. I mean, we probably also shouldn't be like nudging people to beta releases, right? If they're just.
Oh yeah, so that's a separate issue. That's all. There's also in let me copy paste that.
The one that the issue that was linked below that one is more docs, right? Like it's each release doc is pointing to master, which is wrong.
Yeah, so I just pasted the last one. So so we need to update the gatekeeper's YAML to point to a tag instead of a master. So right now it should be like, I don't know, deploy gk.yaml. So right now it is master deploy gk.yaml.
It should be it should use the tag associated with the release.
Yeah. It's a bug in the docs, like the generation process.
Okay. I mean, can we just then for now put a heads up in the.
I mean, we can just manually edit all of them. Just change master to whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean the manual edit thing we'll forget. So I would kind of rather just like put it on the user until we have a more stable fix to say like, hey, use the release tag for the corresponding release version that you want to use.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
And to be clear, we're talking about GitHub tag, right? Not Docker tag.
Yeah.
Okay.
GitHub tag. So like the one that I say like github.com blah 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 315 deploy gk.yaml.
Gotcha. Okay. Not modifying the YAML to point to the appropriate Docker.
No, the YAML should already be correct if they're using the correct Git tag. I mean, we could just do manually. I think all of them will be updated. This is not much work, really.
Right. My concern would be, the next time we cut a release and the time after that, right?
Oh yeah, we'll keep the issue open. So and in at least like we'll fix the existing ones, and then we can work on the issue and then fix it for future.
Okay. Do we want to update because we've versioned these docs anyway?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, because we versioned them, we could just update them very easily.
Yeah, but for the one on master, do we want to put something there? Because we will forget, right? Like we've been spending time automating our process so we can like click a button, right? And so either it gets fixed before we cut the next like 2 releases, or eventually this comes back, unless we put something saying like be sure to use the version associated, the version that you want rather than master or whatever. Does that make sense?
So when you said the one on master, did you mean the V next one?
The docs.
Yeah.
So every time we cut a release, my understanding is we copy the docs as they currently are to a release, frozen at this release
Yep.
version of the docs.
Yeah.
So we can backport a fix for all the docs that are currently out, and those docs are frozen. There's no risk that those will go stale.
Right.
But then on master, right? Because that is like the next time we cut whatever
Yeah.
version we're at.
I mean, that can be on the master. The VNext docs can point to master. But obviously, when we do cut it again, the same problem will happen unless we fix this 1688 issue.
Right. And so just as a like cheap band-aid, just put a little caveat there in the master saying like, hey, double check. So that we're not like accidentally, because we've added this like manual thing, um, forgetting to update those docs the next time we cut a release.
I mean, we could, or we can just fix it. Actually, like I can just.
It's the issue. Like
If it's
Yeah, I think it's easier to fix the issue than doing all these like band-aids, to be honest, at this
oh,
point.
yeah, if it's easier to fix, then let's just fix it.
Yeah, let's just fix the issue, and then we'll fix the other ones too in the meantime, like the old, like the frozen ones.
Hey, do you know why 315 beta didn't the image to
Because we
Docker?
didn't cut a tag,
Oh, like GitHub tag.
GitHub tag.
Okay.
Yeah, Git tag. So like I usually merge the PR and then
I
cut the tag immediately after.
And that,
But
yeah,
with JDIP's PR, we don't need to think about that. That will be automated.
yeah. So you because you forgot to do the git tag.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So we can do that now. I can just do it.
Wait. Yeah, I was just curious why that failed this time.
We'll just do it on the current master if everybody's okay with that. Not at the time. Yeah, I don't think it matters.
What do you mean the current master?
Whatever is so usually the beta 0 and then 3, 4, like whatever the previous ones aligns because now we're past it.
But
So
don't you want to do it off of the PR?
PR.
Like the prepare 350.
Oh, we can. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do we want to do that
Yeah.
or
just to be consistent, right?
okay? Yeah, sure.
Otherwise, it's different commits.
Yeah. Okay. So and then that PR was, let me see, where did I paste it somewhere?
Yeah, because we've had some commits since that.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah. Cool. And hopefully we don't do this again after Jay's PR is purged.
Hope so.
I'm excited about that one. Okay.
Well, that was easy. Hey, what is our general like cherry pick backporting policy for Helm chart changes? Is it just that whenever people ask? Yeah.
have we ever cherry picked a Helm chart change?
I don't know.
We have at least one or two. Just depends on the. Anyway, there is one that may be coming, but I'm waiting for the guy to ask.
Yeah,
I mean as long as it's a fix, not it, and it doesn't break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a bug. All right. Well, is there any other topic? If not, we could get back and contributing some code.
Yeah, I'll do the release thing. I sent to myself. That's probably easier than doing all these band-aids.
I'll fix the docs because the pointing to master is bugging me. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Good to see y'all. Bye.
Yeah.